Welcome back to Animal Crossing New Horizons. I'm dear darling. Shall we see what's going on our lovely little island of Fawnhollow today, where we will do stuff, and I have turned into a robot. I bet you didn't see this coming. Robot uprising. Okay, this is weird. For a second I was like, maybe I should just stop and restart, but you know, we've really committed to it, you know. I'm wasting precious daylight if I restart the video, and that's not allowed, you know. Every single second counts, which is why I spend half an hour of it playing Animal Crossing, just farming up Nook Mile missions every single day. What? Hypocrisy? Never. Anyway. Hello, Isabel. Would you like some tea? Tea with your wine. Hello there, everyone. Right now in Fawnhallow, it's 4:33 PM on Friday, May 21st, 2021. No breaking news today. It's just me and this week flyby, and you know the drill. We'll be having a wonderful Fawnhallow weekend here, and having a wonderful England weekend in England? I don't know. Or whatever country you are, you know, replace Fawnhallow with whatever relevant region you want to substitute it with. Dear old buddy old pal, would you believe I found some furniture I didn't use anymore lying around? How'd you lose a whole piece of furniture? Also, what is this background? I haven't seen it before. What's that background? Life, I'm telling you. Just be careful with it. I don't know where it's been. Good luck, Mira. That is also a new letter, like, writing, which I don't think I've seen before. A soft serve lamp. Will we use it? No. Crazy Red is our visitor for today. It feels like it's been an age since he's come around. Since you've been gone. Yeah. Amelia. Stripe tank. I will take it off your hands. I don't know. Now I'm gone. Since you've been... Okay, sorry. I was distracted myself. Anyway, what was I going to talk about? I don't know. You saw that new game which Devolver Digital released. I can't remember what it's called. Like Phantom Abyss. I think it is called Phantom Abyss. If you haven't seen it, it's sort of like I'm not sure how to describe it, but basically the concept is you're an explorer trying to go through a procedurally generated temple, and each temple that you go to is one that has never been cleared before, and only one person in the entire world can actually get to the end and get the relic. But the thing is, when you go in, you see the ghosts of everyone who has come before you and who has died on the temple previously. So it's just readjusting some stuff on my desk. And then, so you'll join in, you'll see like 50 ghosts. They have all run the temple before, but they've all died on it. And then you'll be going through and you'll be trying to see if you can get to the end and get the relic at the end to claim the temple. The bragging rights of claiming that, of being the only person in the world to have cleared that one temple. But the gameplay wise, it seems like it's a sort of like a platformer. Along the lines of, I don't know, what would be a good comparison? I know, it's a 3D platformer with a temple run sort of, not Fall Guys, because it's not quite got that goofy graphics, not goofy graphics, goofy, silly mechanic feel, but sorry, I did not pay attention to any of the Nook Mile missions. Chop wood, seashells, fossils, okay. Deep sea diving, okay, we'll start with deep sea diving and then we'll circle around upwards to, red. Yeah, and it looks like an interesting concept. It's something which hasn't been done before. I suppose it's kind of like a roguelite in some aspects, because you do get to choose a weapon, i.e. a whip, which is kind of like a grappling hook, basically, to start off each of your runs with. You can purchase items and benedictions from statues along the way. You amass currency by finding hidden treasure chests and that sort of things. And it's an interesting sort of like... I don't know how to put it, because it's sort of like a interesting twist on co-op, per se, because the ghosts are the obviously most intriguing part about this entire thing, a bit along with tied in with the fact that temples are the only one person can claim the ultimate treasure at the end of a temple. Yeah, but the ghosts are an interesting part of it, because they're cooperative in the sense that they can show you things most of the time. Because if you see like a ghost randomly walk off to the side, I'm sure you can follow. By the way, I should preface that I've never played this game. I'm not, obviously was not sponsored by them, and this is just me talking about it because I watched Northern 9 play it, because he had a sponsored segment on it yesterday, and it was quite fun to watch, and I just had thoughts about it because I thought it was an interesting mechanic for a game, for a video game. Was that free? No, it's only 2. Yeah, so if you see like a ghost like veer off randomly to the left, you might follow them and you'd be like, oh, they actually discovered like a hidden treasure chest, getting you more money so you can buy more items, and then thus increasing your chance of being able to make it to the end of the temple intact and claim the treasure for yourself. But it's also kind of adversarial in the sense that since only one person can reach the end of any temple, you want to be that person, obviously, so You'd think it'd be competitive. You're like, oh, I don't want to help people. I don't want to. Because you're in direct competition with each other, so you'd think it'd be adversarial, but it's not, because you don't. The ghosts you see are not ghosts of people who are currently going or anything of that ilk. It's not in real time. It's ghosts of people who you know have already died. So they can help you all they want. You can get all your help from them because they've already died. You know they're not going to reach the end. You just have to make it further or whatever. But also, that doesn't matter what you do, because if you make it to the end, then you'll reach the end of a temple, then no one will see your ghost. If you don't reach it to the end, doesn't matter. You don't even have another chance to reach your temple. You don't even have another chance to reach your artifact in the end anyway. So who cares if other people can see your ghost? So it's a very, very interesting way to sort of inject co-op into something which is directly competitive at the same time. I'm sure it's a mechanic that's been done before, because I know like Dark Souls has a similar sort of thing where you can leave like like hints and things, markings behind to lead people back. And you know me, I love my own cooperative game, so it's kind of interesting, a little bit of spice to a not competitive, a cooperative style of gameplay. And you know, the fact it's not a race means it's not as much in direct competition as it is so much of a, I guess you can think of it being like a big collaborative effort to reach the end of a temple, but only one person can sort of claim the glory in the end. And you're piggybacking off the successes and failures of people who come before you in the temple. So it's intriguing, I suppose is how I put it. And it's probably a sort of game where as it gets more popular and more people pick it up, it will become better and better, because you'll get more and more ghosts. And they still manage to keep in a little bit of skill, because you might be like, oh, if you just have a load of ghosts, like 100 ghosts around you following you, it's going to be super easy to see exactly what to do, because you'll see like the majority of the ghosts will take the best like not byline is that the word, the best racing line, I suppose, through the temple. And if you see someone do something really clever, then everyone else is going to copy it, then you do it as well. And you know, it kind of ruins a puzzly solving aspect of it. But the thing is, you got to remember, in the end, you still have to, you have to replicate what they do. So if they do a particularly difficult jump to get through a section, you also have to do that. Even if you already know how to do it, that doesn't necessarily help you as you're as, I don't know, my games in Celeste might suggest to you. 2, 4, 6, 7. Okay, we need three more things. Oh, where did I cut you down? I should have cut down one of the ones in the forest. Oh well, doesn't matter. Let's see if we need to plant fruit tree or not. It's possible that this is a fruit tree mission. Not fruit tree mission. Yeah, so not only do you still have to do it in the end, you also, as you get further and further along, more and more ghosts are going to be, you know, wiped off, because they'll be basically flying it solo. Eventually, to be the one to actually get the artifact at the end, you have to do some part of it solo. In some temples it might be different, I suppose. In some temples you might get like really far in the end, and like the person like died on the final hurdle, in which case you just don't mess up at the end and you'll win easily. A pitfall seed, I already know how to make this, Rowan. Where were you like a year ago when I still didn't know how to make this item? But yeah, but I'd imagine the majority of the time is people are going to go to like the final like few screens and die off, and then you're going to have to basically face the final screens completely unknown by yourself. And if you make it to the end, you've earned it in the end. And I'm sure there's absolutely some mad people who are just experts at the game who just breeze through and, you know, with no ghosts, just get to the end of a temple anyway. So yeah, it's a pretty interesting game concept. I mean, Devolver Digital do a lot of cool games. They make Fall Guys, they make something else, which I'm racking my brain, because they always have like the weirdest E3 presentations. If you haven't seen it, the one for, I don't even know what game it was for. I just remember the presentation. Check a look. It was so funny. I think that was Devolver Digital. Hold on, I need to see what game it was. It's gonna bug me otherwise. Devolver Digital. What games do you make? I think they make Chicken Police as well. Or they published Chicken Police, by the way. It wasn't Loop Hero. I don't think it was Gungeon. Death's Door. Oh, that's a cool upcoming game that I've put on my wish list. But I wanted to see and check out in the future. Reigns. I've heard about this one, but I also don't know what it is. Sorry, I'm just checking out Devolver Digital. Don't mind me right now. I don't even know what Reigns is. It's Navtor Throne. It had a deer in, so I clicked on it. Oh, it's not actually anything to do with deers. Get me out of here. Was it Carry On? I don't think it was Carry On. I don't think it was Exit or Enter the Gungeon. I don't remember what game it was. Piku Niku? Gris? No. Gato Roboto, my friend Pedro. I'm pretty sure these people publish Chicken Police as well. Reigns, Her Majesty. Not gonna say that game. Maybe they don't. Hatterville Boyfriend, they did Holiday Star, really? Or were publishers, I should say. I think they're publishers. They're publishers, right? Not developers. Did we get 3 fossils? Talus Principle? Honestly, I have no clue. It's thought to flip, sorry. But they do cool games. Cool games for cool kids. So it's an interesting mechanic, and I was like, oh, cool. Am I going to buy it and play it? Possibly. Am I going to do a series on it? Unlikely. I'm not sure if it will pertain particularly well to a series, and plus, we got a bit of It's going to be a bit of a while until any of these current series ends, and I'm not keen on starting 4 simultaneous series. Well, 5, I guess, if you count Animal Crossing the series, but it doesn't really. It's more of like a daily podcast, a daily dose of internet, that sort of thing. It's been your daily dose of internet. I don't even know if that's how he says it. I've never watched any of his videos. We need to sell some things. We also need to find some more fossils, but that seems a little bit impossible right now because I cannot find it. Oh, we didn't even go see Crazy Red. What is wrong with me? Seashells, she-shells by the seashore. Have you ever tried doing that? Seeing a tongue twister completely wrong. So instead of seashells, wait, shell arch, wooden wardrobe. Wooden wardrobe might be the easiest. I don't know what shell arch requires, unless we can craft it right now. Doesn't appear so. Shout it when you see it, is that it? That's it, that's 12! I mean, favourite it. I don't know how hard it is to make a shell arch. Is that a Pascal recipe? Maybe we should try and get all the Pascal recipes as well. It's been a... I don't know if we got them all or not. We just haven't gone deep sea diving for an age. This must be all of them. This is so many. Yeah, that's too much effort. I'm not doing that, obviously. What was I going to say? I forgot. Oh yeah, instead of saying she sells seashells by the seashore, you go seashells, she sells by the she saw. I don't know. Yeah, no, I'll put that in the workshop for a little bit. I don't think it's we can work about it. That could be a little bit better. Let's make sure we sell this stuff. We can sell this. Do we want to sell this? No, let's sell this one. Make sure we sell all this stuff. Sell all this stuff. We didn't sell the recipe. It doesn't really matter. 15,000 bells. What? I sold 9 seashells? Let's go get some more seashells, I guess. And also go visit Red. See what he's got for sale. See, it's an interesting game. It's sort of like, I think people have been comparing it to Legends of a Hidden Temple cross something. I don't know. Temple Run? That doesn't make sense. Temple Run, Zills Run. I mean, I guess aesthetically, but that doesn't really feel like in the spirit of a question. Legend of a Hidden Temples is like some American TV show, isn't it? About, we have, what's the English one we have? It's not quite the same, but it's a similar sort of premise of a game show, which I should definitely talk about. Jungle Run, that's it. Talk about at some point. Or maybe I'll talk about it now. We've got half an hour left. No, half an hour? 15 minutes left still. So Jungle Run and Temple, Legend of a Hidden Temple or whatever is like a game show for kids. Wherever you go on. Well, actually, they're kind of different because Jungle Run, you go through and you need to collect, you do a series of challenges. It's kind of like Crystal Maze, I suppose, for kids, is how I'd phrase it. You do these challenges and you had to get these monkey statues to... You're trying to collect these monkey statues through these challenges, just like you collect crystals through the Crystal Maze. And what these do is they give you more time in the final challenge at the end, which is the big payout. So what you do is you do that. We still haven't 3 fossils. We need to find another fossil. I probably just haven't been keeping a good eye out, to be honest. Yeah, and then you get to a final temple, and then there's basically like 4 layers deep of a temple, and you'll have as much time. You have like 5 times the amount of statues you have, plus 30 times the amount of ruby monkey statues you have, seconds to complete the temple, where you can go in as deep as you want, and get as many rewards as you want. But the thing is, you have to make it back out with all the rewards, otherwise you will die. No, you Can you imagine that? Just go on this kid's game show, otherwise you die. No. You'll do it, or you won't get rewards. You'll be stuck in the temple forever. No? Okay, fair enough. And it's always one of those TV shows as voracious reader would think to pick up. I mean, Lily reads quite a lot. I can see Raymond trying to read it. Smug. Do smug villagers read that much? It shouldn't be called... Well, maybe it should be called smug. I don't know. Anyway, yeah, it's like 3 levels. You get like the bronze level, where it's got a simple challenge, and silver one is a bit of a harder challenge, and gold one's a bit of a harder challenge, and like the crystal, the diamond challenge at the end or something, which is even harder. And if you get enough statues, then you can easily get to the end and figure the things out. But I've always wanted to go on that. Never applied, of course. But it's a sort of thing where I guess backseat gaming is always eternal, where you look at people doing it, the people on the show, and you're like, oh, come on, it's so easy, just do it. When you know it's probably not as easy in real life, when you have a bit more awareness about yourself, when you're not just like a 12-year-old kid watching them. I will say, though, the final like diamond monkey statue challenge we always have at the end is always like a word puzzle. It's always a riddle, and then you had to like simultaneously walk along the letters or something to spell out the answer to the riddle. And I'm always like, because young me loved riddles. Me right now still loves riddles. I didn't get New Horizons out. But I'm just like, this is so easy. How can you not solve it immediately? You know, they probably got a lot of pressure on working, because working under pressure, you can't do simple math under pressure, to quote Tom Scott on his website or whatever. It's very difficult to do things like that under pressure. This one is genuine because it doesn't have an artichoke bud. You know, put a cork in that. No, this is false because it doesn't have an artichoke bud. Put a cork in that discussion for now as we check which paintings are real and which ones aren't. He's not wearing a hat. When in genuine painting, he is wearing a hat. It looks like he's wearing a hat, so that looks real. This is fake because it's got the coffee stain on it. This is, I don't know. I don't remember which one this one is. This one is fake. So this is fake, this is fake, this is fake, this is the only legitimate one, so let's buy it. I don't... Wait. Is he not wearing a hat? He's not wearing a hat. None of these are legitimate. I can't believe, Red, you would do me the disservice of coming here and then not giving me a legitimate painting. I can't believe Nintendo programmed that into you. Why? Why, Nintendo? Why? I'm just going to check. So, yes. Forged painting is a dark figure, so that's fake. He was not wearing a hat. The artichoke bud was missing. And what was the other one? The coffee stain. They're all forgeries. Red, you've disrespected me for the final time. Not really, because I still need to get stuff from you. I can't believe you took 2 weeks to show up just to give me a fake painting. Or only fake paintings as options. How dare you? Where are your sources, Crazy Red? Yeah, if you didn't know him in previous versions, he would always come guaranteed 3 forgeries, 1 legitimate one. And now he doesn't. Now it's all RNG. I'm actually that disappointed because, you know, unless I stop playing tomorrow, it doesn't really matter. And also, if I don't collect all the artworks, also doesn't really matter in the first place. It's meant to like encourage trading and all that sort of thing, but I kind of want to, you know, do it myself. And also, I'm too lazy to hunt on the like forums, be like, oh, and then I'm looking for this painting. I've got this painting to give you in return, or I'll buy it off you. That's effort, you know, too much effort. But anyway, yeah, back to Legend of a Hidden Temple or Jungle Run or whatever. But yeah, you forget that the kids the entire day have been doing these physically taxing mental and physical challenges on testing agility as well and that sort of thing. It's like they're probably absolutely exhausted with the amount of work they've been doing, and you know, getting to the final temple and you know the clock's ticking down, you read the riddle and you're like, oh, I can't immediately think of the answer. Your brain's in a panic, the adrenaline's running, and you're like, I don't know, maybe it's like water, like a river or something like, or is this, like if a riddle's like, saying it can break it. And you know, if you're sitting comfortably at home watching on your living room TV, you're just like, silence, it's silence, come on, everyone's heard this riddle before. But if you've never heard that riddle before and you're like that 10-year-old kid on that show, The time's ticking down. You're like, you have 30 seconds remaining. He's like, I don't know, saying it will break it. And like glass, you know, I've seen people shatter glass by like screaming at it really loudly. He's like, it doesn't really make sense. And it's not like all glass breaks as soon as you say it. We should have bought some flowers as well. We need to chop some more wood so we can get a cupboard. Yeah, adrenaline's coursing through your veins. You're sweating. Your knees weak. Your arms are heavy. You got a stain on your shirt already. Mum spaghetti. On the surface, you look calm and ready, but he's nervous and he keeps on forgetting what he wrote down. The whole crowd goes so loud. He opens his mouth. Silence won't come out. You're nervous now? Okay, I'm going to stop now. This is stupid. So it's hard to think of a solution. But you would have thought that if you're going to go on the show, you would at least watch like some of the previous episodes, because they run like the same things every single time. The same problems. Like they've always got that like tilty ball maze where you got to get the ball to the end and there's a hole. They got a giant jigsaw puzzle. I forget what the other like thing they always have is. The other challenge they always have. You would have thought you'd watch the previous episodes and be like, oh, okay, we know exactly how we're going to do that. Okay. When we see that problem, you know, this is what we're going to do. You run to that corner. I'm going to run to this corner. You run to that corner because you do it in teams for free. Oh, goodbye, axe. We didn't even get enough wood. That's so tragic. Okay, let's sell the seashell, buy some flowers, plant them, and maybe we'll get the recipe for maybe we'll get the crafting recipe mission. We'll redeem some Nook Mile points as we run to get some stuff. I want to get some stone because we need stone for the axe, if I recall. Yeah, you would have thought you'd watch some of the previous ones, just sort of like even know of what to expect. I mean, sometimes they did change it up. I remember they had different challenges, but I don't remember them all off the top of my head because it's been so long since I've watched Jungle Run. Is it even called Jungle Run? I think it is. But anyway, it always follows the same format, so you sort of like mentally prepare yourself. You're like, oh, this is exactly what we're going to do. Will you be efficient? Because I never saw like a team of kids who went on and were just like, boom, we know exactly what we're doing in any single problem. Because they run. Like, they have only so many different set pieces and stages, right? So they can only do so many different activities over and over again. You should just like come up with a plan and understand the rules by watching the previous ones before, and then immediately do them and execute them perfectly when it's your time to be on the show. But perhaps I'm looking too much into it. Oh, sorry, I know I'm looking too much into it, but I still felt this way when I was younger. So you know, old habits die hard, or something like that. Just like do your research. Simples. Squeak. Catch a koi. Did we never put the koi statue down? Maybe we'll remember next time. Let's buy some customization kits so we can get that mission done as well. I don't know how many we need to buy, but we'll buy 10, I guess. And hopefully it won't be too many. I'm actually going to look it up. Is it called Jungle Run? Sorry, I know I'm meant to be talking more about Phantom Abyss, but I haven't actually finished watching the video on demand of a playthrough. I caught a bit of it live and then, you know, didn't see the rest of it. But it looks fun. It looks fun, to be honest. But Legend of a Hidden Temple is different. It's like a big obstacle course, isn't it? Jungle Run. Yeah, Jungle Run. Presented by Dominic Wood and Chris Jarvis and Michael Underwood. Dominic Wood, that's familiar. Oh, that's Dick and Dom. Michael Underwood? Ah, I've seen you before. Chris Jarvis. Who the heck's Chris Jarvis? I don't remember you hosting it. When did Jungle Run stop? Apparently it stopped back in 2006. Who knew? Not me. Not shy, not me. Let's see. Including challenges such as Temple of a Jungle King. Challenges can involve get a ball in the hole by lifting up and rotating a maze. That was always like the first one or something. Or the second one, sorry. Completing a jigsaw. That was always the first one, I think. Each contestant matching their hands and feet to the correct symbols. Like a twister. I feel like I vaguely remember. Solving an abacus puzzle I saw a few times, but only vaguely remember. Turning cogs, don't remember that one. Getting across a pit without touching sand, don't remember that one. Spelling the solution to a riddle by standing on right tiles. That was always the final one. And they always never knew what they were doing. You thought you would just look up some like very simple common riddles and you'd be like, ah, perfect. It started in 1999? What? I know it was only two... Wait, no, that does make sense now I think about it. I've thought about it for more than 5 seconds. That makes way more sense. Oh, it was a stone than bronze and silver and gold and monkey. But like, now I think about it, like the prizes you get from it, like the kids always celebrated what they get because, you know, free stuff. But in retrospect, they're kind of bad. You open the stone ones, like you get these gel watches, and everyone's like, yeah, woo. You know, the popular things back in the thousands were the translucent sort of bands and stretchy watches, which really is not like great. There's like £5 max or something to buy them. And the next one's like, you get this alarm clock, and everyone of the kids are like, woo. You know, fair enough. I suppose when I was that age as a kid as well, I'm not all that fussy. I don't remember what the good ones are. Oh, one of them, they got Game Boy Advances. I was like, wow, that's so cool. I want that, despite the fact we already had a Game Boy Advance. But, you know, kids are kids. Monkey see, monkey want. Kid see, kid want as well. Because at the end, aren't we all just monkeys? No, you might say, and you'd be correct, because we actually have a common ancestor, is a much more accurate way of putting it, but that didn't really fit so well into the point I was making, so... sell things, change wardrobe, and sell hot item. Okay. We need to make an axe. And then we need to get some wood. But yeah, I know, Legend of a Hidden Temple is more different. What? Only tree branches. I guess I'll get some tree branches. I think Reach suggested putting some sticks down or something. Sticks and weeds in this abandoned area to make it look more abandoned. I think that's actually a fair idea. Am I going to do it? No, not yet, because that's effort. Who watered this rose? Own up to it. No watering allowed over here. These plants must wither and die. Sorry, I don't know where I'm going with this. Apparently we do just have a load of sticks around here, so, you know. I already knew what I was doing, but I've picked them all up now to harvest them. So we can actually make an axe. Yeah. Yeah, Legend of Hidden Temples is different. It's like a big obstacle course, isn't it? And they have to, like, get all the pieces of a monkey statue and assemble it, I think? I don't really recall all that well. There's like an ongoing thing about all the kids like failing to actually put it together. It's like, oh, it's obviously the bottom piece. You put it on upside down. But you also got to remember, those kids have been like recording that episode, that TV show for the entire day. It's quite difficult to keep up with any sort of level of mental capacity after you do anything for like 8 hours in a row. That's why there's not many things you're meant to do 8 hours in a row apart from sleep. But still. Oh no. That's what you do. You run away. You grab a net. You get stung. I forgot you're going to run upwards. You would have thought I'm not an Animal Crossing veteran or something like that. That's fine. We're not going to talk to anyone anyway. They don't need to see our eye. Does it still work in this game where you put an eye patch on them and people don't comment on your eye? Am I going to wear an eye patch for that? No, of course not. No! Wear it with pride. Put this mush lamp back down. Never want to see you in my inventory again. Didn't want to chop you down. What are you looking at, Amelia, so happily over there? I don't know. I guess you turned on my lamp. Just give me regular wood. Just give me some regular wood. Da, 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 da. Is that enough? 12. I think that's enough. So we can finally do these final missions that we need to do. Yeah, Phantom Abyss, I don't know. Devolver Digital. Looks cool. And looks like it'll be much more fun as more people pick it up. Could be a hit, could not be a hit. Who knows? It's all a little bit ambiguous, isn't it? Yeah, we need to actually sell this to get our currency reward. Just give me a reason, just a little man, dun 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 dun. It's in my head now. So let's sell everything we don't need. Wooden wardrobe, gone. Keep these coconuts around because you'll never know. Safe. Nope, I'll take a soft serve lamp. And we'll very quickly run and put some stuff away so we can get the changing our clothes mission done. We definitely don't have enough time to fish, but I want to put some stuff away because we've been lugging it around for a couple of days now. It'll be a little bit difficult. An ickle bit difficult. To otherwise sort things out. Anyway, I don't know. do I have anything else to say? Not really. It's sort of like, I mean, it's hard to talk about much more about things that you don't know about. How many times did I say about in that sentence? This is normally where I'd probably end up the episode, but here I am. We're still going on because I very greedily want these final Nook Mile points. Because, you know, every little counts, as a famous British supermarket slogan once taught me. Do I have anything else to say about Phantom Abyss? No, not really. It's a bit of a surprise announcement, I suppose, because I don't think they even teased anything about it before. It was just like yesterday that like stuff came out about it, because I remember I saw Norm9, of course, playing a sponsored segment. It was like Phantom Abyss. I was like, Phantom Abyss? I've never heard of this game before. What is it? I looked it up and nothing came up apart from a load of fishing tackles or something. I can't remember. So I was like, what the heck's this? You know, when he played it, and I was like, whoa, cool, wow, ooh, it was like fireworks, I guess. So yeah, should we round this episode off here? Probably good enough. If you have been watching, thank you very much. This has been Animal Crossing New Horizons, and I have been Dear Darling. Likes, comments, subscription, shares are greatly appreciated. Links down below. I hope we can see each other again, but for now, it's our farewell. So until next time, oh, just made it in time. Bye-bye for now. Audie doesn't care about that.